Hello students, in our previous session of the chapter number 4, that is molecular basis of inheritance, we have learned the topic, that is mutations and genetic code, then tRNA, the adapter molecule, and then we have learned regarding the process of protein synthesis, that is translation. So in this session we are going to learn regarding the topic, that is regulation of gene expression. Now we will study the topic, that is regulation of gene expression. Now gene expression means, or gene expression results in the formation of a polypeptide or protein. The proteins may be enzymes. So the expression of gene in the cell occurs by the formation of protein. They may be structural proteins or they may be functional proteins. Now structural proteins are present in cell as well as they are present or they form the structure of an organism. While functional proteins develop into enzymes which are used to carry out different types of processes. So gene expression process is regulated at different levels. That means the gene expression is controlled at different levels, or the gene is prevented from expressing itself at different levels. In eukaryotes, the regulation of gene expression is at different levels. Like the first one is transcriptional level or formation of primary transcript, that is formation of primitive RNA. Then second one is processing level, in which there is a regulation of splicing. Then the third one is transport of messenger RNA from nucleus to the cytoplasm of the cell. And the fourth level at which the gene expression can be controlled is translational level. Now here we can see the four different levels which control the expression of gene. Now first one is transcriptional level, in which the process of transcription is stopped and it is called as transcriptional control. That means you know that, or you have studied that in the process of transcription, RNA is produced on one of the DNA strand, and this RNA is not fully matured, hence it is called as primary transcript, or it is also called as hnRNA. So at this level the process of gene expression can be stopped. Then the second is the processing level, in which there is control or regulation of splicing. It is called as RNA processing level or RNA processing control. In this process, the newly produced RNA needs different steps, and these steps are mainly the splicing and tailing. So after splicing and tailing, the primary transcript or primitive RNA becomes matured and is called as messenger RNA. So to prevent the maturation of this primary transcript, the process of splicing is stopped and it is called as RNA processing control. Here we can see this is the DNA. From DNA, primitive RNA or primary transcript is produced. Then here the RNA processing control is carried, that is splicing is not carried. Then the next level is transport of messenger RNA from nucleus to the cytoplasm. It is called as RNA transport control. You know that the RNA is produced on one of the DNA strand inside the nucleus of the cytoplasm, and on maturity it is transported outside the nucleus. So at this level, the transportation of this RNA or messenger RNA is prevented. Thus, the further process of, that is translation, is avoided. That means the messenger RNA is prevented by transporting from nucleus to the cell cytoplasm. It is called as RNA transport control. Then the fourth level at which the gene expression can be stopped or regulated is translational level. Now you know that, and you have studied that in translation the proteins are produced with the help of messenger RNA, then ribosomal RNA and transfer RNA. But the process of translation is stopped, and it is called as translation control. So the process, that is formation of polypeptide chain, is prevented or stopped. Polypeptide chain results in the formation of protein. So the formation of polypeptide chain is stopped at this level, and it is called as translational or translation control. So regulation of gene expression in eukaryotes is carried at four different levels. Genes of a cell are expressed to perform different types of functions. Now you know that genes are the part of DNA responsible for development of a particular character in an organism, as well as gene control the different processes occurring inside the cell. So genes of a cell are expressed to perform different types of function. For example, an enzyme called as beta-galactosidase is synthesized or produced by the bacteria called as Escherichia coli. Now this enzyme, that is beta-galactosidase, is used for the hydrolysis of lactose into galactose and glucose. Here we can see that lactose undergo hydrolysis in presence of enzyme beta-galactosidase and water to form galactose and glucose. So, if Escherichia coli bacteria do not have lactose in the surrounding medium as a source of energy, then beta-galactosidase is not produced or synthesized. So, this Escherichia coli cannot directly use the lactose, but this lactose is converted into glucose and galactose by the enzyme called as beta galactosidase, and then this galactose is used as the source of energy. But if this lactose is absent in the medium where the Escherichia coli bacteria are present, then the Escherichia coli bacteria does not produce beta galactosidase enzyme. So it is the metabolic or physiological or environmental condition that regulate the expression of genes. So here in this example, the gene is prevented from expressing in absence of lactose. So it may be metabolic or physiological or environmental condition that regulates the expression of genes, or that prevents the production of the enzyme, that is beta galactosidase. So it is called as a regulation of gene expression. Then the development and differentiation of embryo into an adult organism is also a result of the coordinated regulation or expression of several sets of genes. So in living organisms, after fertilization, the zygote develops into an embryo. Then embryo undergoes repeated cell division and develops into an organism. So this process results as the coordinated regulation or expression of number of genes or several sets of genes. So due to this gene expression, the development of organism from an embryo occurs in living organism. So sometimes a single gene may carry gene expression, or number of genes which are present in sets may also carry gene expression. Organisms regulate gene expression in response to changes in the environment. That means different environmental factors like temperature, then oxygen, then humidity, then light cycles can impact the expression of genes in different types of organisms. And due to this, the expression of gene, the phenotype, that is the external appearance of an organism, is also changed. So gene regulation or organisms regulate gene expression in response to the changes in the environmental condition. If whether single mechanism exists for regulation of the expression of different genes or set of genes, or different genes are regulated by different mechanisms. So there are different mechanisms. There may be a single mechanism which will carry the process of regulation of the genes or set of genes, and there may be many mechanisms which will carry the process of gene regulation in different genes. Now certain bacteria like Escherichia coli. Now you know that bacteria belong to the kingdom, that is Monera, and they have prokaryotic cell structure. Generally they are unicellular. Then the bacteria like Escherichia coli adapt to their chemical environment by producing or synthesizing certain enzymes depending upon the substrate present. Now you know that substrate is a substance on which the enzymes act. So depending upon the type of substrate which is available, bacteria like Escherichia coli adapt to this substrate and accordingly produce certain types of enzyme. Such adaptive enzyme is called inducible enzymes. Then that means depending upon the substrate, that which type of substrate is available to the bacteria in their surrounding environment, it is called as chemical environment, and accordingly the bacteria produce or synthesize certain types of enzymes. These are called as inducible enzymes. Then a set of genes will be switched on when there is necessity to metabolize a new substrate. That means the genes can be switched on or can be switched off according to the necessity of the organism, that which substance it requires. So for example, Escherichia coli use lactose as a source of energy. When lactose is available in the surrounding medium, the enzyme beta galactosidase is produced by this bacteria, and then this beta galactosidase carries hydrolysis of lactose into glucose and galactose. So whenever there will be availability of lactose, then the genes will be switched on, and when lactose is not available, the genes will be switched off. Then this phenomenon is called as induction, the process in which when the genes are switched on, the process is called as induction, and a small molecule responsible for this is known as inducer. Now inducer binds and will start the process of metabolism, and this substance or molecule which is responsible to start the process or to switch on the genes is called as inducer. It is called as positive control.